I'm sitting here at 3:17 a.m. Wide awake again. Night number 2947 since I retired. My hands are shaking. Checking my bank balance. For the 8th time tonight, $340,000. Still there. So why does my chest feel like it's caving in? My wife is next to me sleeping. She doesn't wake up anymore when I gasp for air. Each as of her pretending not to hear me cry. I have a diary. 2,847 entries. One for every single night since I retired. Help me, I'm scared. I don't know who I am. I wanted to stop. The same scream. Different words. Same scream. Everyone told me retirement would be freedom. The reward. They lied. Look at me. I have everything. I worked for $340,000 in savings. A paid-off house, a pension, no debt, no boss. And I look like a man waiting for execution. Last month, my doctor said, "Frank, you have severe retirement depression." I said, "How?" I made it. I did everything right. He didn't have an answer. Just wrote another prescription. Pill number 7. 7 medications. For a man who never took a sick day in 43 years. I thought it would get better. Month 1. Year 5. It doesn't. It gets louder. The fear is eating me alive. 3 weeks ago, I wrote something in this diary I've never said out loud. Something that terrified me so much I almost ripped out the page. If you're 30, 40, 50 years old, working a job you hate, counting down, thinking just 15 more years, and I'll be free, stop. Right now, stop scrolling. I'm going to read you 5 diary entries from the last 8 years. The first one will shock you. The second one will make you question everything you're working toward. The third one will break your heart. The fourth one will make you angry. And the fifth one is why 3 weeks ago, I sat in my bathroom at 3 a.m. with a bottle of pills in my hand. I'm 78 years old. I have $340,000. And I almost didn't wake up last Tuesday. Stay with me, because if you don't, you're going to become me. My name is Frank Morrison. I'm 78. I worked 43 years for this moment, and it's killing me. 15,695 days. From age 22 to 65. Riverside Manufacturing. I gave them everything. They gave me a gold watch. I followed every rule. Saved 22% of every paycheck. Never ate out. Drove used cars. Denied my kids things. I retired with $380,000. I thought I'd won. March 16, 2018. Day 1 of retirement. I woke up at 5:30 a.m. Body clock. 43 years of programming. But nowhere to go. My wife asked, "Aren't you happy, Frank?" I lied. For 43 years, every hour was scheduled. And now, nothing. Just white space. Day 1. I checked my bank account 12 times. Because it was the only thing that felt like doing something. By week 2, I wasn't sleeping. By month 2, pills. By year 2, 40 pounds heavier. 7 prescriptions. All diagnosed after retirement. I understand now why so many men die within 2 years of retirement. It's not the change, it's the clarity. You finally have time to see you wasted your life. And you can't survive that truth. The first lesson: retirement doesn't give you freedom. It performs an identity execution. Diary Entry 1, Day 94. June 18th, 2018. Day 94, 3:47 a.m. Panic attack number 17. Checked account, $377,240. Nancy asked what I did today. I said nothing. But that's not true. I watched TV. I walked or I ate. But when she asked what I did, I had nothing. Because none of that is doing. That's just not dying yet. That's what retirement is. You're not living. You're just not dying yet. For 43 years, I mattered. Production line down. Frank fixes it. I was necessary. March 17th, they hired my replacement. March 18th, production hit a record high. Necessary was a lie. Now the world has zero use for me. My wife has her routine. I'm in the way. My kids are grown. I'm a living ghost. These hands build things. Fix things. Now, they just hold a remote. Nancy asked what I want to do tomorrow. I said I don't know. I'm 68 years old and I don't know what I want. Because I spent 43 years being what my job wanted. And now Frank's free to choose. And Frank doesn't exist. Just the job existed. And the job is gone. Right now you're at work hating your job. Counting down. But your job isn't your prison. Your job is your identity. And retirement is the execution date. The second lesson: you're not checking your account because you're afraid of poverty. You're checking it because it's the only proof you still exist. Diary entry today for 112. May 2nd, 2019. Day 412, 2:47 a.m. Did the math again. 28.3 years of money left. I'm 66. I'll be dead by 85. The money outlives me by 9 years. So why am I hyperventilating? I track every penny. $2.47 for a coffee marked. $1.89 for a newspaper logged. Last week I spent 15 minutes in the cereal aisle. I have $340,000 in the bank. We're talking about $1.30 difference. But I couldn't buy the name brand. Nancy wants to go to Ireland. Our dream for 40 years. Flights, $3,400. I said no. She said, Frank, we have the money. I couldn't answer. Day 412, I finally understand. I'm not protecting money. I'm protecting proof. When I open the tap and see $375,000, I exist. I have value. I am worth $375,000. Therefore I am. For 43 years, my value was my productivity. Now there are no reports. Just this bank balance. It's the only score I have left. Every dollar I spend is proof I'm dying. Every purchase brings me closer to $0. And at $0, I'm nothing. So I can't spend. Because spending is dying. I'm not afraid of being poor. I'm afraid of being worth nothing. $380,000 in 2018. $340,000 now. $13 a day. Every day, I'm worth $13 less. I check my account 247 times last month. Not to make sure the money's still there. I'm checking to make sure I'm still there. Retirement anxiety isn't about money running out. It's about mattering running out. The third lesson. This is why I almost didn't wake up last Tuesday. You spent your whole life preparing to live. But nobody taught you how to stop. And by the time you have the time, you've forgotten how to be human. Diary entry 3. Day 2190. March 14th, 2024. The day I couldn't board the plane. Day 2190. We were supposed to fly to Ireland today. I bought the ticket 6 months ago, $3,800. This morning, 6 a.m., airport. Nancy's excited, and I couldn't move. My legs stopped working. Heart pounding. Can't breathe. All I could think, that's $3,800. What if we need it? What if I get sick? What if? We didn't board. Nancy cried. Like she finally understood I'm broken. The tickets are non-refundable. $3,800 gone. We didn't go. I spent it on nothing. The money fear stops me from living. But losing money to that fear doesn't hurt less. I can't win. We never rescheduled. That was 2 years ago. The dream is dead. I killed it. Diary entry 4. Day 1095. March 15th, 2021. Day 1095. Nancy made a cake. Happy retirement anniversary. I smiled. I lied. This is hell in slow motion. She asked what I want to do. And I froze. Because I don't know. I worked 43 years for this freedom, and I don't know what to do with it. I broke something inside me. The part that knows how to want things. I spent so long denying myself that I killed the part that desires. Now I'm free to have anything. And I want nothing. Because wanting is dead. Diary entry 5. April 9th, 2026. 3 weeks ago. Day 2947. April 9th, 2026, 3:23 a.m. I'm 78 years old. 28,470 days alive. 2,947 days retired. And tonight I finally understand what I'm afraid of. I'm not afraid of dying. I'm afraid of dying exactly like this. Alive but not living. Safe but not happy. I'm afraid of reaching the end and realizing I spent my entire life preparing for a life I never actually lived. I worked 15,695 days. Retired 2,947 days. That's 18,642 days of preparing, saving, sacrificing, waiting for a someday. And someday is now. And I can't do it. I'm too conditioned. Too broken. Nancy's next to me sleeping. She's 76. Beautiful, patient. And I thought tonight, maybe she'd be better off. Maybe I should. Maybe I should just. I didn't write the rest. Because if I wrote it, I might do it. So I closed the diary. And I made a decision. I'm not going to die like this. I'm 78 years old. I have maybe 10 years left. I spent 71 years preparing to live them. 3 weeks ago, I decided I'm going to actually try even if it's too late. That's what these 5 entries teach you. You're building a prison of safety. And by the time you realize it, you're too old, too conditioned, too scared to escape. I'm trying to escape at 78. Don't wait until 78. Last week, I told Nancy everything. She cried, I cried. She said, Frank, I don't need Ireland. I need you here present. Before you're gone. Yesterday, I spent 6 hours with my grandson, no phone, no checking accounts, just us. For 6 hours, I forgot to be scared. This morning, I made this birdhouse. It's awful, but I made something. First thing in 8 years. And I didn't check my account once. Am I cured? Hell no. I checked my balance 3 times this morning. But I'm aware now. I'm fighting now. I can't get back 2,947 days of fear. But I can decide what to do with however many I have left. And so can you. Don't spend 43 years preparing for a life you're too broken to live. Don't become a machine that counts money while forgetting to count moments. You're 30, 40, 50 right now. This is your future if you don't change. A man with money and no life. Don't become me. Right now think of one thing you're deferring until retirement. One dream on hold. Do it this year. Not when you retire. This year. Before later becomes never. Before you're 78, crying at 3 a.m. Come to the comments. Tell me which entry hit you. Tell me what you're going to do differently. I'll read every one. I'm 78 years old. I'm retired. I have $340,000, and I'm terrified. Because I spent 71 years getting ready to live, and only 3 weeks actually trying to do it. Don't wait 71 years. Live now. While you still have now, please, I'm begging you, don't waste your life preparing for a life. Just live, please.